So the media mix has changed, and it's changed based off of where people are consuming content. I think that's the answer most people would say, but it's all about the data and where the data drives you. So people talk omnipresence, omni-channel. For me, it is making sure that that diversity matches back to what that consumer wants and where they're being um, consuming and looking for that solution for their problem.
I would say for Hasbro, it's been really transformative to ensure that we're really targeting the consumer across all of the touch points throughout the entire ecosystem.
We try to figure out that pathway across all the different channels. This is where the challenge comes in with fragmentation. So it's hard to sort of pull that thread together.
Our portfolio actually has traditionally been very heavy towards digital. A lot of our business is driven through SEM, paid social. I would call them more bottom of the funnel channels. That's kind of our flywheel. And then we have life cycle to augment that, right? When we own those customers and patients. However, we know that there definitely needs to be a balance.
It depends on your demographic. Some patients might be older. They like the print materials, whereas some of the younger ones like TikTok, like the digital. So it's really knowing your audience, knowing how to segment them, and also really being able to have that right message across those various channels regardless.
We don't really think of traditional TV, as a lot of people were mentioning in some of the presentations, that it's not really traditional anymore. It's just media and it's where kids are. So that's how we're thinking about it. How do we reach kids where they are? I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. They don't think of linear TV as linear TV. They just think of whatever's on their TV screen as the TV.
Between Jen and myself, we are responsible for the full funnel of, media, top versus bottom. And I think for us, it's ensuring that we are having the top of the funnel fuel the bottom, from brand media all the way through performance.
Yeah, and I would just add to that, as the brand person who's responsible for brand awareness, it's really for us about what I refer to as creative media planning. And so how do you really think about the intersection between what's important to the consumer, what matches within what our brand represents, and how do we bring that to life in a really authentic way?
In the past, yes, we spent a lot of money in print. We spent a lot of money in TV, and that still happens, but it's about having a channel agnostic approach to make sure that you're going where the consumer is and what they're trying to consume, because in the end, it's about helping more people survive with their condition. And if we can give them the right content, whether it's on through connected TV and data-driven activations, or on a linear TV spot, or if they're picking up a magazine, as long as that particular piece of content matches back to what they're looking for.
So it is important to have an integrated portfolio and have our traditional offline and analog channels tying to our digital theme, right? So we take a balanced approach. So our out of home will tie into our search campaigns, which will tie into our creative and our social. And we try to create that end-to-end experience.
We know there's a lot of clutter on linear TV, and you're kind of over frequencying against that quadrant of heavy TV users. So it's all about how do we make sure we balance the efficiency of linear with other platforms, and again, just reaching kids where they are.
In some ways that we've done this year is through integrations within gaming, a place we know that kids are incredibly investing their time into. How do we show up authentic to that natural gameplay that they're expecting by integrating our products and brands into that, or even through new YouTube Shorts content that we're creating, which is more animated series style that, again, is bringing our brands and products to life in a place that kids are naturally consuming.
Because it's really important. Kids don't have checkbooks or debit cards or cash. So it's really important to make sure that that upper funnel, exactly all of the tactics that Jen just spoke to, are then going down to the parent into lower funnel. We can make sure that they're transacting and actually making the purchase.